Hey guys, it's Kelly. I know we are approaching the holiday season and everyone's really busy running from thing to thing. For me, I've had a lot of concerts and it's been hard to fit in my normal routine. So maybe you're feeling the same way. But today I've put together a little hip love for you. So a lot of times we carry our stress in our hips, and today we're gonna stretch them out and we're also gonna strengthen them. So if you're ready to practice, roll out your mat and let's get started. Settle in on your mat in a comfortable seat. Close down your eyes, rest the palms on the thighs. And we'll take a moment to tune inwards into how we're feeling, letting go of the thoughts and the distractions around us. Watching the breath, visualizing it flowing into the body and filling up the belly and the chest. And exhaling, melting the chest, the ribs, and then the belly back down closer to the spine. Nice full inhales through the nose. And exhale through the nose. One more long, slow inhale. Exhale completely. And just return to your normal breath. Notice how you're feeling in this moment. Have gratitude for yourself for showing up. We're taking just a few moments for you, for your body, to replenish and recharge through this busy holiday season. Let's blink the eyes open. Inhale, arms come high. Exhale, take a twist over to the right. Gentle spinal twist. Inhale, arms come high through center. Exhale, twist over to the left. Let the gaze follow the left shoulder. Inhale, arms come high. Exhale, plant the fingertips in front of the shins and walk it out. Forward fold here. Allow the hips to melt into the mat. So sometimes you can press the mat away just a little bit to help the hips stay grounded. Let's surrender the head down. Notice how the hips are feeling. We'll inhale, walk it up. Switch out the cross of your legs. This time, tent the right fingertips by the right hip. Left arm reaches high, take your tilt over to the right. Left hip stays grounded down. Breathe. Open up the side body here. Hi, Garfield. Good. Inhale, both arms sweep high. Left hand plants down. Reach, get long through the right. Hello, Garfield. Oh my goodness. He's so funny. Inhale, the space between the ribs, expand. Exhale, and then we'll come back up. Arms sweep high, plant the fingertips down in front of the shins. Crawl it out, forward fold. Breathe. Good, walk it up and meet me in a tabletop position. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Spread the fingertips out nice and wide here. Press the mat away. So spread the shoulder blades away from each other, like you're doming the space between the shoulder blades. So we're not sinking down, we're pressing away. Engage the belly button. So we want a strong foundation here as we warm up our hips, since this is a hip flow today. Ground down through the left shin, the left top of the foot, and hover the right knee just slightly. Flex through the foot, so draw the toes right toes towards the shin. And then we're gonna abduct the leg. So bring the right leg out to the right. Keep the bend, bring it as high as you can. It's okay, it's early, it might not be at hip level yet. And then send the heel towards the ceiling, like you're holding the ceiling down with your foot. And then bring the knee back to the starting position, keeping it hovered. And then we'll just go out to the right again and make these gentle circles here, warming up the hip. It doesn't have to be perfect. It may feel weird. You may feel some little cracks happening. Ooh, I've got some. I don't know if you can hear that. Good, one more trip around this side, and then we'll just reverse directions. So inhale the foot up, out to the right, and down. Inhale it up, out to the right, and down. One more. And release, lower the knee back down. You can sit back on the heels a moment, give the wrists some circles here. Always be mindful to take care of your wrists. You can press the backs of the hands together. Good. Find your tabletop once again. Inhale, hover the left leg this time, just slightly. Flex the foot, so toes draw back towards the shin. Good, bring the left leg out to the side. Maybe you're like me and this leg doesn't lift as high. That's totally fine. Good, bring the heel towards the ceiling. And then back to the starting position. Out to the left. Inhale up, back down. Out to the left, inhale up, and just take some circles here. Nice fluid motions. We're just warming up the hip. And then switch directions. So come out and then down. Bring it up, out, down. One more. And then return to your tabletop. Let's take a quick child's pose. Forehead comes to the mat. Return to your breath. And then inhale, shift forward once again. So we often talk about stretching our hips, but really what's going to help our stretching is we have to strengthen it a little bit too, because the muscle needs to be stretched as well as strengthened. So once again, hover the leg, the right leg off the mat this time. Draw the toes back towards the shin. Knee comes out to the side. And then bring it back down. Inhale, up to the side. Bring it back down. How high can you get it when you lift it up? And bring it back down. So we're strengthening the outer hip here. Keep moving with your breath. Inhale, lift it up. And back down. Let's do two more. Up, back down. Up and back down. Good. Switching to the other side. Left leg hovers. Draw the toes towards the shin. Inhale it up and back down. Inhale it up and back down. Building strength here before we move into our stretches. And up. Let's do two more. Down, up, and down. Beautiful. Shift back, thunderbolt pose, so hips come to the heels. Let's bring the hands out in front of us. Spread the fingertips nice and wide. Squeeze the fists together. Make starbursts. So open the hands, flick them open like you've got some gunk on your hands and you want to flick it away. Go really fast. Good. Release, shake it out. Awesome. Come back forward. This time tuck the toes. Find your way to your downward facing dog. And you can pedal the hips out here, pedal the feet. Sway the hips from side to side. It's all about feeling good, right? Inhale, right leg lifts high. And then we'll stack the hips. Right hip stacks over the left. Keep the shoulders square if you can. And then bend the right knee. Breathe. And we'll take a few hip circles right here. Oh, rotating the leg. Let it be imperfect. It's okay. Switch directions. Find your hip circles.
Good. And extend the leg back straight again. Square off in the hips, so toes point down. Inhale, draw forward, knee to nose. Step the right foot forward. Lower the back knee, shin, and foot down. Inhale, rise up. Low lunge. Good. Get a little stretch in the left hip flexor, the front of the hip bone here. Maybe you find a gentle back bend. Good. Hands come down to the inside of the right foot. Heel toe the right foot away just a little bit to make space for the shoulder. Spin the left foot around. Open up the chest. Find your modified side angle here. If this is too much, you can come up higher, bringing the forearm onto the thigh. Wherever feels good for you. You should feel this in the inner thigh here, the inner hip. Good. Sweep the hand back down. Tuck the back toes, plant the foot. Plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward, high plank. Lower the knees, lower all the way down to the mat. Tops of the feet press down, hug the elbows together. Inhale up, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale one more time, baby cobra. Just a little lift of the chest. Keep space under the chin. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes, pass through your tabletop. Downward facing dog. Moving to the other side. Inhale. Left leg rises. Stack the hip. Square off in the shoulders. Bring the left shoulder down. And then bend the knee. Left knee bends. Reach the left knee up towards the ceiling. And let's take a few circles here with the left knee. And then the other direction. Move as fast or slow as feels good in your body. And then square off, really re-extend the leg straight. Draw the knee towards the nose, step it forward. Lower the back knee, shin, and foot. Rise up, low crescent lunge. Breathe. Good. Bring the hands down to the inside of the left foot. Scooch the left foot out to the left a little bit to make space for the shoulder. Spin the right foot towards the left. Reach the right arm high and reach up and over for your modified side angle. Breathe. Again, you can come up to the forearm if this is too much on the inner thigh. Good, and then windmill the hand back down. Step it back, downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, halfway down, chaturanga, elbows at 90 degrees. Inhale, tops of the feet, press down, press the mat away. You can also take your baby cobra here. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step the right foot forward to the outside of the right hand. Once again, lower the back knee, shin, and foot down. Setting up for our lizard pose. Take some gentle rocks side to side. This can be pretty intense. We usually do this closer to the end of a class or once the hips are really warmed up, but we've been moving them. So just be kind to yourself. Don't go to your fullest expression here. Remember, discomfort is okay, but pain signals the body to back away. So listen to what your body's saying. You can stay up high on the hands or lower down onto the forearms. Chest draws forward, so resist the urge to round down. Breathe. You can keep a gentle rocking motion if it feels good. Good. Come up onto your hands if you left. We'll transition into pigeon. So tuck the back toes under just enough to lift the right leg and bring the right knee behind the right wrist, just to the outside of it. And then the right heel comes towards the left hip pointer. So take some time to settle in here. If this is really intense, you can take a pillow or a block and put it under your right hip so the hips stay up a little bit higher. But wherever you are, you want to make sure you're not rolling off to one side or the other. So really find balance. Lift the chest. And once you feel good and you feel balanced, you can come onto the forearms or find your way into your full expression, but take your time getting there. We'll be here for several breaths. I'm going to relax my head on my forearms. I know for myself, I've found during the busyness of the holiday season and my performances that I haven't done everything that my body needs just because it's been busy. My schedule's been weird. And so I find when I feel like I'm too busy to do my yoga practice one day like I should, my body harbors all of this stress. And I realize in those busy moments is when I need yoga the most. So allow yourself the gift to release and surrender here. We hold so much tension and stress in our hips. So allow that stress to melt away with each exhale. Good. Let's slowly come back up. Tuck the toes under. Oh, press back, downward facing dog. Feel free to wiggle it out. Stretch the right hip however you need to get a release. And we'll move to the other side. Inhale, left leg rises. Shift forward into plank as you step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Lower the back knee, shin and foot down. Find your lizard lunge on the other side. And we'll just take some gentle rocks here. Warming up the right hip flexor, the left inner hip some more. Appreciating your body and yourself and being grateful towards yourself for showing up today and doing something to benefit you. Good. If you'd like, you can lower onto the forearms. Know that if this side feels a little different than the other side, that's okay. I feel like that's pretty normal. And for me, my left side is always a little tighter than my right. I think that can stem from how we sit. Maybe you cross your legs one way more than the other. Or maybe that's just where your body sends the stress and tension. But just observing without judgment. One more breath. Exhale. Okay. Come back high on the palms if you left. Moving into pigeon on the other side. So I like to tuck my right toes under, rise the left knee, and just heel toe the left foot over to the right. Lower the left knee down. And then you might even want to scooch your right leg back a little bit. So sometimes if you tuck the toes and then straighten through the leg, it'll help send the right hip back even further. Again, if you need a pillow or a blanket under the left hip, Get yourself set up, find balance, and then start to lower the body down nice and slowly. We don't have to get to our edge right away. This is a very intense posture. And while it might look like I get into it easily, I feel a lot of sensation here. Go ahead, make your way, moving in with your exhalations, and just surrender into the pose. I like to keep my eyes closed in this pose. And I focus my gaze, the space between my two eyebrows. We call that the third eye space. And I focus all of my attention there. These difficult poses with the longer holds really help us improve our concentration. And with improved concentration, that leads us to a meditative state. So just working to let go of the thoughts that creep in, the thoughts of, get me out of this pose. Just breathe. Okay, come up on your inhale. We'll just rock off to one hip. Good. And we'll cross at the knees here, setting up for our cow face pose. Right knee stacks on top of the left. And if that's too much, you can leave the left leg out straight, but sit up as nice and tall as you can. Exhale, gentle fold forward. Inhale it up. We'll take a twist over to the right. Good, come back to center. We'll switch the cross of the legs. No fancy transition today. Just put the left knee on top of the right. Or as close to stacked as you can. No worries if they're not. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, crawl the hands forward. Gentle forward fold. Inhale it up. We'll take a twist over to the left. Sit up nice and tall in your twist. Good. And bring the legs out in front of you. Rock back onto your back. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Gentle rock side to side. Setting up for our last hip stretch, our happy baby. Separate the knees out wide. Grab a hold of the tops of the feet or the shins and pull the feet down towards the earth, towards the mat as you press the feet into the hands. So we're stretching and strengthening here. Good, and then release, give yourself one last hug. And then extend one leg and the other on the mat, just for a moment. In our Shavasana, just a couple breaths to honor and close up our practice, to reap the benefits of stretching and strengthening the hips. Start to breathe a little deeper. Bring the knees into the chest. We'll just rock all the way up to your comfortable seat.
Thanks for practicing with me today. Namaste.